November 2020. Get the right blooming button there. Morning, Monday the 2nd of November 2020. Welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom Talk, coming to you from Bracknell here in Royal Berkshire. We've just had a little internet cut out there about 5 minutes ago, and everything went off here, apart from the electric, of course. So that's why it didn't start on time there. Sorry about that. Nothing I can do about that, really. It's just one of those things, isn't it? Anyway, good morning to you. Bit windy. Gosh, windy last night, and it's carried on this morning. I've only been out to put my bins out, that's all, this morning. Well, actually, I did it late last night. It was very windy last night as well, right the way through the night. It's quite nice because being on the sort of, bedroom upstairs, I can leave my window open, and not cold at all last night. You probably found that wherever you are in the world as well, or in the country as well. And nice to have the window open and the wind coming through the trees as they do. Very nice indeed. So that's it. I've already seen Gary the cat this morning, who popped over for something to eat. I'm not feeding him at the moment though. No, he's just enormous, but it's not stopped him coming in. Therefore, I'm not so sure if he wants something to eat or not. He's still quite happy to just have a little bit of a stroke. Gary, the ginger cat that appears now and again. We've got the raffle coming up, and also the monthly rollover as well on this morning's show, as we didn't do it on Saturday. Okay, I don't know what my neighbour puts in their bins. Depending on who does it first, I'll take their bin or they'll take mine. Right? And their bin is always so heavy. I think they're murdering people and chopping them up and putting bits of body in there. And there's a list that I've got, actually, of people that I'd like to murder and chop up and put in the bins. They're ever so heavy, there, but I don't look in it. Oh, you don't know what you find, do you? Who knows what's in that bin? I've got various technical problems at the moment. You might have heard the music stuttering occasionally. I don't know what's going on there. Now and again, and it seems to happen, don't know if you've noticed, it seems to happen on changeover from one tune to the next. Odd, isn't it? I've never ever had that problem before. Music stuttering. I've known DJs with stuttering computers, and they don't sort them out, like in nightclubs. Seriously, you're dancing along, I don't know, in those days, Alice DJ, Better Off Alone. I'm sure one or two of you know that one. Better Off Alone. Which is, to be honest, which is bad enough sitting there listening to it and watching it while you're doing a show. I'm trying to sort it out. I don't know what's going on there. I thought maybe I'm running out of memory, or maybe I'm running out of CBU speed, and no, everything's quite low. So I've emailed the creator of the program. Might be an idea to undo the program and do it back again. The trouble is you've got to add everything again. Oh, mind you, it's got a data thing, isn't it? A data file. So that should have all the stuff in there, shouldn't it, really? I don't know. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Chat box there for you to chat to as well, gang. If you want to join, text me on the show today. Sensible texts only, boys and girls. Otherwise, you'll get blocked. 07551 259 675 is my text number. Okay, 07551 259 675. I'm a little bit behind with things at the moment, okay? I'm not quite with myself at the moment, so you just have to bear with us, and hopefully that'll improve over the next couple of days. That includes the start time of the show. I'm not kind of rushing around at the moment. I need to just take a little step back for a while. Talking of finding strange things, okay? Talking of finding strange things, I went on a wombling litter pick yesterday. Not too bad, to be honest. I went right down. It's a fair distance. It's not like miles, don't get me wrong. It's not like the walk I do along the river in Chapel Hill from the caravan to the river. It's nowhere near as long as that walk. It's not even half the distance, not even a quarter or a third or anything of the distance. But it's from the sort of, because there's a lot more people round here than at Chapel Hill, you get a lot more litter, right? So I go down as far as the underpass, which is just before the co-op, and up to the road up there, picked up a few bits and pieces. And I also go into the undergrowth. I kind of push it out of the way and have a little look in there. Often you'll find a can or plastic bottles. But an unusual find yesterday, packets of pills. I kid you not. Packets of pills. They were little plastic bags like that. You know, with that little bit of plastic at top where you can seal them up. There were about 4 or 5 packets of these. I identified about 6 or 7 pills, maybe 8, I don't know, in each packet. Some of them were blue. Little things they were. Almost like, you know those little mints that you can buy? As small as that. Smaller than the hole inside a polo. They were smaller than that. So there were some white ones in some bags and some blue ones in other bags. And there were about 4 or 5 bags altogether. Just under the bushes. So anyway, I thought, oh, maybe I should do something with these. And I thought, oh, I can't be. Can you just imagine if you take them somewhere? The forms. Can you imagine that? Forms you'd have to fill out. So I just put them in the bin. And that was that. Bin going to be taking them away pretty soon. Actually, it's probably been by now, actually, my bin man. Literally, pills in the undergrowth. Clearly someone had the intention of selling those. I have no idea what they were. Blue ones and white ones. Any ideas? I'm not a pill taker, really. Tranquilizers or anything like that. I've never had sleeping pills or anything like that. You know. Dodgy old things. Anyway, that's what I found yesterday. I noticed the fireworks have started. Bang, bang, bang. Cats and dogs running all over the place, dear. Oh, I don't mind fireworks, to be honest. I just wish kids were a little bit more careful with them, the teenagers, when they start lobbing them at each other. So stupid. You know. I don't have a problem. Honestly, I don't have a problem with, I don't know, kids setting up a little. It's all illegal, of course, but it doesn't really bother me. Kids setting up their own little firework display as long as they're safe about it. The trouble is, a lot of them aren't they? They start whacking each other with a hot sparkler, and they think that's funny. Did I do that? No, I didn't. No, we didn't do things like that, did we? I'm sure it's all to do with the violence on the television. Violence on the telly. Now, you may have seen my lead picture this morning, which admittedly came up a bit late. Oh, I'm a little bit out of place. This is one of the shirts that Adam the plumber bought me some months ago now. It's lovely, isn't it? A little bit of a flowery morning. The flowery morning. You may have seen this picture today. There you go. There we are. Okay. And in the Daily Mirror this morning, this could be your job. And you get to keep stuff like that. No doubt in my mind it's not sort of, Rolex type jewellery, I suppose. I don't know anything about jewellery, really. I've no interest in jewellery. I know some of you lovely ladies watching the show this morning might like a gold ring or a nice pair of earrings or something like that hanging down there. I had earrings once. Great big hoops they were. I look like a gypsy. I thought it looked good. I now think it looks really stupid. But there we are. In the Daily Mirror this morning, there's a job here. If you like the sound of that. A jewellery company are on the hunt for 2 people to wear and take photographs in their jewellery for social media. And the best part is you get to keep it. Here you go. Free jewellery. A company are offering what they dubbed the dream work home job. Well, it depends what you're into, doesn't it? It wouldn't do anything for me. So, do you want to come and demonstrate some jewellery? And afterwards you can keep it all. Nah, not really. No, thank you. How about you demonstrate electric train sets and you can keep those? Yes, please. I'll have those. I did toy with the idea, actually, on Sunday of getting my train set. I think it's in the loft. I've not looked for it. Remember I said to you months ago I couldn't find my train set. I think it's in the loft. I might go up there and set it up. I'll do a little video if I do. Wonderful electric train sets. Anyway, a jewellery guru who sells exquisite pieces of high-end jewellery are on the hunt for 2 people to be the new faces of the brand. The successful candidates will be sent up to £4,000 worth of jewellery from their range to wear at home and showcase in pictures to be used on their website and social media. Here's the best part. Once the job is complete, you get to keep all the jewellery. You like that stuff, do you? Shining away all those bits of gold and diamonds and things. How do you apply for the position? Very easy. Applications are now open on... Got a pen handy? Oh. Always keep a pen handy because you never know what you might have to write down. Jewelleryguru.com. JEWELLERYGURU.com. And the company say they are looking for people with a unique style, a keen sense of their own identity, an energetic personality, and a passion for all things gold, silver, and gemstone. Is that your thing? The post on the site adds, this opportunity is open to everyone who loves jewellery as much as we do. Each winner will receive a package of jewellery valued at up to £4,000, ranging from a sparkling pair of 9-carat gold and diamond hoop earrings, a precious flower design diamond pendant, and an eye-catching set of silver and, what's it say, 1-carat diamond earrings. Now, I don't really understand carats because I'm not into jewellery. So I don't know if that's good or bad. And there's different levels of carats, isn't there? Not the same ones as you get from Aldi or Waitrose. To begin with a chance of winning, all you have to do is fill in the entry form online, telling the company why you deserve the opportunity. Anyone want to do that? Why would you deserve the opportunity of having that job? Why? Not for me? No, not for me. I'm quite happy to test out electric train sets, things like that. It says whichever finalist gets the most likes on Instagram. Oh, you got to be on Instagram as well, have you? Will be the first candidate selected, while Jewellery Guru will then select the second from the remaining finalists. So there's a nice little job for someone there. And you get to keep all the jewellery. That's not a bad idea, is it, eh? Here's my jewellery. Where's my large selection of jewellery? Kind of stops there, really, with a watch that my mum and dad bought me years ago, which doesn't even work. I'm not really interested in jewellery. Anyway, what else have we got here? A new programme I discovered on Netflix last night. Oh, do you know, I didn't write down the title of it. Let me see if I can find it for you. It's on Netflix, and I just came across it last night while I was sitting there watching the telly. Netflix, let me see. It'd be on my history thing, wouldn't it? Or watch again or something like that. Hang on a minute. It's very good. Is it Rebecca? Nope, that's not it. Where's my glasses gone? Oh, continue watching for Kris. It's called Queen's Gambit. Queen's Gambit. Now, that's on Netflix now. I think it's a new thing. Christ, these are so dirty, I can't blend and see through them. I really should do a little bit of cleaning. I can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. There we are. How's that now? Nope, still just as dirty. I think I need some sort of spray on there. They're kind of... I don't know, can you see that? They're covered in grease. Years of wear with no years of cleaning on that one. Queen's Gambit it's called. And it's this little girl. And she plays chess. I've watched the first episode so far. Looks like she, without giving away everything, looks like she's become an orphan. Okay? And she goes to this home for girls, you know, and they all sleep in that big one dormitory with all the little beds laid out in a line, hoping to be adopted. And in the time that she's there... Oh, excuse me, my ears have gone funny. I've got that... Do you get that high-pitched tone in one of your ears sometimes? I've just got that now, literally just now. So she's in this home and she starts playing chess. And she plays chess with, like, the bloke who does maintenance. Old bloke who does maintenance in the basement. And he discovers that she's really good at it. Really good. And I don't know how old she is in this programme. Maybe somewhere between sort of 7 and 10, I would imagine. Something like that. And she makes excuses to leave the class, like to go to the toilet or something. And then she goes down to the basement and plays chess with this old bloke. And he realises that she's really good at it and tells someone else who comes along. And then she goes to this boys' school, right? And she's the only girl. Because this, I think, is set in 1967. So in those days, and funny enough, we were talking about this last night on the bingo, you know, things that perhaps it was like for boys and men to do it and not really for girls. Not like that now, you know, anyone can do anything, you know. If I want to be a hairdresser, that's no problem at all, is it? And similarly, if a girl wants to go and fly a plane, that's fine as well. And exactly as it should be, as you well know. But 1967 it's set. And so this other bloke realises how good she is and then asks her to go into some sort of kind of test type thing at this other school. But the other school, it's all boys. It's all boys. So she goes in there and there's all these tables all around, right? I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I would say about 16 to 20 tables there. And on each table is a game of chess, which hasn't yet started. And then the doors open, and all these boys who are 5 or 6 years older than this little girl come in and they just look at her. Like that. And they go and sit at their tables. And she says, which one do I start first? And he says, all of them. You move on one table. You make a move. I don't understand chess exactly, but I know that like the castle can move that way, and the pawn can move that way. I know that, but I wasn't really into it. Anyway, so she's got to go around the tables and play every game all at the same time. And she makes a move on that table, right? Then she goes to the next table and makes a move there. And by the time she's come round to that first table again, that boy has made a move and she has to make her next move and round again. And that's as far as I've got so far. It's really good. It's very, very good. It actually, wow. You know, this little girl. It reminded me kind of a little bit like Anne with an E, which was an excellent series on Netflix. It's finished now, unfortunately. I think they had 5 series altogether. Or you call them seasons in America. I still call them series. They got 5 series in America. And it's kind of got little inklings, little echoes of that in it. But it's completely different time period. So give that a go. The Queen's, what did I say it was? The Queen's Gambit. The Queen's Gambit just started on Netflix, and that's good to watch. I'm also pleased to announce I have now completed the excellent series that Maureen suggested that I watch, The Indian Doctor, which again is on the iPlayer. Some of those might have run out of time now because they were a bit time limited on there, which is why I wanted to watch them all fairly quickly. I think they were due to run out at something like the 15th of November. So if you want that one, you'll have to move quickly. But The Indian Doctor there. Okay. I'll tell you what I noticed the other day. You know that bloke I watched on YouTube, Alex Beresford, I think. He's quite loudmouthed. He swears a lot, but he talks an awful lot of common sense. And I put him on the other day. BBC Breakfast. Charlie, miserable Charlie, and the beautiful Naga the other morning, and you're not going to like this. You're not going to like this. So it starts off the programme, and there they are. Good morning and welcome to breakfast time. 6 o'clock in the morning, and they've both got their beautiful red poppies on. Then they went to some report. 5 minutes later, they came back to the studio. No poppies. Some prat of a producer has clearly had a phone call from some other dickhead up high saying it might offend someone. I bet that's what it was. They've taken their poppies off. Shocking. Couldn't make it up, could you? 6 o'clock, they had the poppies on, or whatever time it started. 6:05, 6 minutes past 6, something like that. Poppy's gone. Both of them. At the same time. You couldn't make it up, could you? You know, these people are sitting there because of the poppies made for people that died. Just gets worse and worse over there, doesn't it? Talking to BBC, I'm on the BBC Radio Lincolnshire tonight. I'm doing another little 20-minute show. It's been recorded already. Okay, so you probably would have heard the stories on there. I can't even remember. I think I'm talking about moving on there. So that was a couple of weeks ago I recorded that. And you can hear that tonight. BBC Radio Lincolnshire at round about 7:30 at night, okay? Oh, I'll tell you what I saw the other day on the telly as well. When we had the Halloween, do you know in America they got drive-in trick-or-treats? To keep you away from the coronavirus. Trick-or-treats. Drive-through trick-or-treats. And these cars were driving in. And they had these, and they were just throwing sweets at these cars. Well, that's another way to do it, isn't it? Another way to do it. That presidential election thing, I don't know if you're watching that. I'm not really taking much notice of it at all. But isn't it a funny thing, that whole presidential election thing? It just seems to go on, doesn't it? It seems to me that they vote in a president, right? And for 2 weeks, you don't hear any more about it. And then it all starts over again for the next presidential election in 4 years' time. It's just one big blooming show, isn't it? That's all it is. That's the thing with the Americans. They know how to put on a show. Even when you see, if you ever go on YouTube and type in and find some of the Catholic churches, not just the Catholic ones, all of them. The Methodists ones, the Baptists, all those churches. And they have the service. Well, it's just like one big show all the time. It's absolutely bizarre. Really is. But this whole presidential election thing, yes, they get voted in and for 2 weeks they do their president bit and then they start campaigning all over again for the next 4 years. What's all that about? Someone was offering 50-1 on old Trump. I don't know one way or the other. I don't know much about the other bloke. I mean, he's 80 years old. Isn't that a bit old to be a president? Really? I quite liked Obama. And I quite liked Ronald Reagan. I think my favourite president was the one who got the stain on his trousers. Who was that again? Naughty old man. Because it makes them ordinary, doesn't it? When they find something like that. Not that I've got a stain on my trousers. I just want to point that out immediately. And if it is, it's toothpaste. It is! It's toothpaste. Oh, Christ, what was his name? Not Reagan, not Bush, the one after. He's got that old bag of a wife, hasn't he? I can't remember now what his name is. You know the one. I'll look it up, shall I? Presidents of the US. Let's have a quick look. Can't remember his name now. Donald Trump, Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, that's it. I think we liked Bill Clinton. We did. People liked Bill Clinton, dodgy old character he is. But that's what makes it likeable. Because he was dodgy. Don't hide behind things all the time. I keep telling you that. Don't hide behind things. All right. Nice to see you on BBC Breakfast this morning. Do you remember the old bloke I told you about last week? The old bloke who'd composed a piece of music. I don't think I realised at the time he wanted to raise money for charity. And they had him on again this morning. And it was lovely. I tell you what, it was similar music to the stuff I play you at the beginning of the show. Before we start the show now, as you know, a clock comes up and a little bit of introductory music. No one ever comments on that, strangely enough. I guess you don't like it, but that's too bad because I do and sod you. Really? And it's similar music to the music I play. And he composed this piece. He's in his 80s. And he's suffering from the start of dementia, unfortunately. Good morning to Glenda in Pittsburgh. Hello, Glenda. All right, my love. We might find some more of the Americans coming on at this time of the morning, actually, as we're a little bit later today. Don't forget you can text in 07551 259 675 is the text in number this morning. Oh, Gary Ross has just sent a £5 super chat. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Gary. Let me give you free raffle tickets. Please change Gary the cat's name. Not good for the street cred. I'm sorry, no. That's the name, Gary the cat. I don't know what his name is or who owns him. Seriously, I don't. Now, there's a little bit of an issue with the Super Chat tickets. I'll tell you those in a moment. But I'm just going to give you some free raffle tickets, okay? Gary Ross, 557 558 559 560 and 561. Right, so I've just given you those raffle tickets, Gary. Mick Davenport had some as well last night. And, oh, of course, it was Mick's birthday Saturday, so we've got to do that as well in a moment. Stand by for that, everyone, to sing. And the issue is, two issues with that. One is I've left the Super Chat raffle tickets that we gave out last week up at our Lincolnshire television studio complex. I was absolutely convinced they were in one of the bags. And in fact, this morning, when I got up, I had my breakfast and I popped down to the car to see if I'd left them in the car, and I haven't. So they must be at the caravan, my jar of Super Chat tickets. Very unfortunate for the people that kindly sent a Super Chat last week. On the other hand, I think there were only about 4 or 5 of them. So they will have to stay there now, obviously, until I go back. But that might not be for a few weeks because we've got, of course, a lockdown on Thursday this week. So, but don't worry, they will sit there, okay? The white light is the other thing. That also, unfortunately, has been left up at our Lincolnshire television studio complex. So, what are we going to do? This week we won't do a Super Chat because of that, okay? However, next Thursday, I've also been down into my shed, and I'm very pleased to let you know that I have found one more of these. What? Oh, there's an eyelash in there, look. Oh, there's an eyelash. There's an eyelash in there. How's that getting there? Look. How is there an eyelash in there? I found one more of those in the shed downstairs. Now, this is the last, unless there's one up at the caravan as well. Or there might be one up at the caravan, actually, because that's got pens in it. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, so those of you that have got the tickets up that end, they're there, they're sitting there, and they'll be waiting for my return there at some point. Okay, my loves, along with the white light, because that's what we said would be on there. However, because we can't do that this week, I'll put that, our very last lockdown 2020 mug. Okay, see, lockdown. That's our very last one, I believe, unless there's one up there, which there might be. I'm going to do this as the Super Chat raffle from Thursday. We could do it from today, but I'll run it over from now. Because there's not much time between now and Thursday. Do you see what I mean? So I thought I'd do that on this one. Okay? So we'll run that until Thursday week. Well, might as well start it now then, mightn't I, actually? Okay, so what we've got in here at the moment is 5 tickets from Mick Davenport, as given last night, 552, 553, 554, 555 and 556. And 5 from Gary Ross as well, okay? So 557, 558, 559, 560 and 561. Okay? There you go. They're all in there. So that's what we'll do. I'll get a better bowl because that's a bit... We're never going to... It won't be obvious that I'm not cheating. So I'll put them in a... What can I put them? I'll put them in a casserole dish. I'll put them in the casserole dish, and that's going to be the Super Chat prize this week, our very last mug. Alrighty. So if you do send a super chat this week, you're going to be given tickets for that. All right, my darlings. There we are. Anyway, back to the old bloke with dementia. Yeah, he's 88 years old, this old chap. And he composed a piece of music. I didn't realise he was raising money for... It was either two Alzheimer's charities or an Alzheimer's and a dementia charity. So he's playing this piece of music. And what happened was that an orchestra, someone arranged an orchestra to play his piece of music. Oh, it's a beautiful piece of music. Absolutely beautiful piece of music. I won't be able to play it for you, unfortunately, because that will probably be copywritten now. And they had him on again this morning. And the reason they had him on was this bloke with money came on. Not young, he'd be in his 60s, 70s. And I think at that point, you know, you've got to start, if you've got a bit of cash, you want to start spending it now. Because you don't know. No one knows, you know. One or all of us could suddenly drop down dead tomorrow. You just never know. On the other hand, you could live to 100. So it's always a bit of a risk, isn't it? And this bloke came on and he said, oh, you know, I've decided that, you know, I don't want to be the richest person in the grave and I want to do something with my money. So he's talking to this bloke. He said, I think your tunes are wonderful and you've inspired for me to donate £1 million to your charity. Isn't that fantastic? £1 million. And of course the old bloke in his 80s, he starts crying and his son's there as well. He seems to be always in the picture. Don't know what his son's doing. There's a wonderful relationship between the old man and his own son. And then he sits there playing on this piano. Well, it's like an old honky-tonk piano. It's got that tone to it, you know. Perhaps that's what he likes, you know. Got that, it's different pianos of different tones. And £1 million this bloke donated just like that to his various charities. It was quite funny. And the son says, maybe you want to split that up. And the dad quickly jumped in and he said, I'm not splitting it with you. And his son said, no, between the different charities. Because he's got two charities. I think one's Alzheimer's and one's dementia. So isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? This bloke, he just rang up and he said, I'd like to donate £1 million to your charity. And the old bloke, his mouth just dropped open. So if there's anyone who wants to donate £1 million to this show, please feel free to do so. And I'll give you 2 million raffle tickets. There you go. We're going to do 2 for 1 on the millions. All right. So if you buy 1 million raffle tickets, only today only, I will give you another 1 million. It's only if you do 1 million, not for ones and twos. Not for ones and twos. Okay. So there we are. Have a little think about that. I better check my emails. There's an email address as well if you want to join in with the show. As always, gang, where's the email? There it is. Kris at UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk. Kris at UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk. Frank Boff news. Remember we were talking about good old Frank last week? I used to love him on the telly, Frank Boff. I wasn't a sports fan, still I'm not, but Grandstand, it was on Nationwide. And probably the most famous on BBC Breakfast Time. 1983 that started, believe it or not. But all is not as it seems. In the Daily Mail this morning, it says, the co-host of BBC Breakfast Time presenter Frank Boff claims the late TV star was a nightmare to work with, who was a misogynist and made smutty remarks about his manhood to her. Naughty old Frank. Naughty old Frank. In a candid first-person piece for the Sunday Times, Selena Scott, she's 69 now. Good old Selena. She was the face of ITN News for a while, wasn't she? News at 10. You know, on ITN, when ITN was more than it is now. Selena Scott revealed she and Fern Britton were separately invited to meet Frank Boff prior to working with him, finding out later that he was auditioning them. In Britton's case, Boff, who for much of his career was one of the most famous and highly paid personalities on UK television screens, told the then fledgling regional reporter he wondered how long would pass before they'd have an affair. Shocking. Tributes poured in for Frank Boff, who died last week, 87, and will be largely remembered for his contribution to television, including anchoring 6 Football World Cups, 6 Olympics, and at least 12 of rugby's 5 Nations Championships for the BBC. But his career was left in ruins after News of the World exposed in 1988, in which Barra confessed to taking cocaine with prostitutes. Something that I don't think would bother people these days. I mean, the papers still try and pull it out, don't they? And they say to try and ruin people's careers. I don't think people could give a toss anymore, really. Honestly. As long as they're giving the entertainment of what interest is someone's private life to me. I have no interest in their private life or what they do. If you entertain me on the telly, that's it. Couldn't care less what you do. Doing the job in question? What's doing prostitutes and cocaine got to do with him hosting Grandstand on Nationwide? Answer, none. And I don't think it would have been a bad these days. The newspapers are always trying, and what it is, it's hidden things. People don't like hidden things. And I mentioned a couple of weeks ago the whole George Michael thing when he got caught in that toilet in Hollywood or somewhere like that, and the papers came down. But before the papers came out, they had all that. I'm sure they had all their front page stories ready. He went on this interview program. The interview bloke asks him. He said, "Were you in the toilet?" He said, "Yeah, we were in the toilet, meeting other people. What's the problem?" End of. Shut them down overnight. People don't like secrets. That's what it is. People don't like you to keep secrets. When you tell them, well, that's it. Shut them down overnight. Good. Because the tabloids are horrible. They really are horrible, aren't they? Attacking people left, right and centre. But anyway, it goes, before the revelations about his private life, this is in the Daily Mail this morning, he'd been known for his squeaky clean image, passion for sport and friendly uncle image. In her article, Scott said it pained her, Selena Scott said it pained her to shatter the myth about Boff and believed to an extent that his dark, double life of drugs and prostitutes were shaped by fame, pressure and a misogynistic culture that prevailed at the BBC. By that, they mean blokes that thought they were the bee's knees, you know, and didn't want women involved. That's how it was in those days. Not particularly nice, is it? Not nice at all. These days we can see more equality coming along, and that's what we need. She recalled from the very start of their working relationship, Boff didn't see them as equals, but rather, in his mind, he was very much the pater familias, and I was the compliant second wife. He was 50 and I was 31. He was 50 at the time. And it goes on. Selena said she felt after the interview, or the meeting, it had gone well, but in an interview shortly afterwards with the Daily Mirror, Boff said it had been an audition of sorts. Had he not liked her, Scott believes he would have told the BBC bosses just that. Likewise, Fern Britton recounts in her autobiography a similar meeting in the restaurant with Frank Boff, where he asked the young reporter how long it would be before they had an affair. Scott also accused Boff of trying to undermine both herself and Britton on live television. When Scott once stood up to Boff and told him not to hijack her when on live television, he reportedly feigned surprise but didn't argue. Elsewhere, Selena Scott detailed how Boff made jokes that implied she must be a lesbian not to fancy her, and he made smutty remarks about his manhood, something she found distasteful from a man 18 years her senior. There's something about that, isn't there, really? Anyway, there we are. So, naughty old Frank, perhaps, well, definitely not as squeaky clean and nice, perhaps, as we thought he was. But then again, that is people on the telly, you know. A friend of mine, lovely girl, she was a DJ, Charlotte. She was probably one of the first people that ever spoke to me when I walked into the Black Cat for the job. years ago. That's about 30 years ago, that is. More than that, is it? I did, what is it, 87, 97, 07, 70. It's about 33 years ago I started that job in a Black Cat, where I was for 18 years. And Charlotte, she met one of the Spice Girls, a Scary Spice, with all that hair. And she said, I just wanted to say how much I think you're fantastic. And this Scary Spice, yeah, all right, and walked off. How rude. Isn't it? Rude. Morning to Maureen this morning. Good morning, young Maureen. Hello to Jeff Burley. Evening, Jeff. Morning, Jeff, rather. And we've got some birthdays coming up. Let's do Mick Davenport. I think it's just Mick that we've got in this morning, whose birthday it was on Saturday. And we always make it a little bit more special, boys and girls. If you are one of our live viewers for your birthday, we like to sing happy birthday to you. It's 2 days late, but never mind. It's here, and we're going to sing it. Sorry, that was an incorrect jingle played. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mick Davenport. Happy birthday to you. There we are. Anyone who's with us for our live shows always get a little bit of preferential treatment. Couple of days late, but never mind. There it is. Happy birthday to Mr. Mick Davenport. All the other birthdays that we missed out, incidentally, Saturday, Sunday, and of course today's will be at the end of the show as usual. I've completely forgot to do them last night. I had a list here in front of me, but never mind. Done now. This old piece of baggage thinks she looks younger than she actually does. In the Sun this morning, Jenny Powell. Does that ring a bell at all? I've never heard her name before. Jenny Powell? Don't know the name. Anyway, when Jenny Powell goes out with her 19-year-old daughter, Connie, she is often worried about embarrassing her. Here's another one who lives on another planet. That's because the former Wheel of Fortune game show host and Loose Women panellist, and you see, I've never heard of her. I think I must have stopped noticing stars or celebrities after the sort of 90s. I just didn't notice them after that, really. I'll notice a big star like Bradley Walsh, right? But these people, I've never heard of her. Jenny Powell. Apparently she's on Loose Women. Oh, well, that'd be why I don't know her. She says she's always getting mistaken for her teen sister. There's a lot of people out there. They think they look younger than they really are. Fortunately, that is not the case with me. I know you're sometimes shocked for me to reveal to you secretly on this show. And remember, it's our little secret, as a priest once said to me. 57 years old. I know. You didn't think that, did you? Did you think perhaps you're watching me this morning? Why isn't he at school? Is that what you thought this morning? I'm sure it is. Why isn't he at school or college? That's what you thought while you were sitting there, didn't you? There you go. 57. There's another shock for you. Huh? This former Wheel of Fortune game show host says she's mistaken for her teen sister. Now, I'm going to show you the picture. I'm going to show you the picture in a minute. Today, Jenny, who looks incredible at 52... Well, no, love. Not really. Tells the Sun on Sunday how she adores the confidence boost and jokes I do get called Benjamin Button. Who's that? Benjamin Button. Is that something else I don't know about? Benjamin Button, every year I get a bit younger. Being called your daughter's sister is very flattering. We once checked into a hotel on holiday and the guy behind the reception says, "Oh, look at you two sisters." Now, he's only saying that because he wants a shag, love. Sorry to reveal that to you, my darling. He knows how old you look. He probably looked at you and thought, oh, yeah, there's a lazy lay. So he thought he'd try it on by telling you look like your sister. That's what it is. You know, there's a good picture of you in the Sun today, you know, from Instagram. You do not look like your daughter's sister. I mean, you really don't. Here it is. Here, I'm going to show you the pic. Let's take a picture. You make up your own minds what you think. Make up your own minds what you think on this one. Right, I'm going to show this to you now. Nice and close. I mean, look. They don't look like sisters at all, do they? Look. Look how old she looks. I'm sorry. Now let's zoom in on her face. Oh, my Christ, look at the bags under those eyes, dear. Look. How does that look like her sister? Answer, it doesn't. Deluded. Deluded. It's like some of these people on YouTube. Deluded that they're huge television personalities with millions of viewers all over the world. They're deluded, dear. Deluded. Being called your daughter's sister is very flattening. Oh, dear, look at you two sisters. This bloke says, look at you two sisters. Why didn't you just say, hello, can I come upstairs and have a free shag, please? That's what's going on there, dear. Jenny, who is the star of a new hit podcast interview called The Hot Mess Mums Club, where she interviews celebrities about being parents. Oh, how long? It won't be Gemma Collins, will it? She's not a mum yet, is she? She left Wheel of Fortune 20 years ago. Oh, that's what it's about. She wants to get in the papers again. She wants to be on the telly again. No, love, you passed it, darling. Sorry. It's Naga now. Naga Manchetti these days. Oh, do you know what? Talking about people, I couldn't believe it last night. So not only have we got Philip Schofield this morning, Philip Schofield, The Cube, The Icing Show. I turned on the telly last night, I kid you not, bloody hell he's there again. Now, what was this programme he was on last night? I can't remember what it was. And some other quiz programme. Golden Circles or something like that. Golden Rings, maybe. I thought, oh, surely it's not The Cube. No, it wasn't. It was another show. Every time I turn the telly on, bleeding Philip Schofield's there. Please, can we see someone new? Please. I'm begging of you. I mean, even if it was that Joey Essex from The Only Way is Essex, at least it's a different face. Thick as two planks, that one and all, isn't he? Oh, I can't bear it. Golden Rings or something like that it was called on the telly last night. Anyway, that's the news of Jenny. Another one who's on another planet altogether. I don't know. Now, be careful those of you that go dogging. I know there's one or two of you who have. I bet there's one or two of you go dogging and you're always disappointed that you're not invited into the game, are you? No names mentioned. No, I can't, darling. I'm not going to mention names, dear. There's one or two of you, I'm sure you probably go dogging in the hope that you're going to get invited into the little circle of activity. Doesn't happen, does it? Funny that, isn't it? You know who you are. Well, in the Sun today, a man's been fined £300 after breaking coronavirus lockdown rules to watch a couple dogging at an Oxfordshire beauty spot. He got fined 300 quid. Daniel Lewis, who's 24, was discovered in a car with two other men watching a couple enjoy the steamy session in Stoke Wood car park near Bicester. Look at you writing that down. Aren't you terrible? You really are. He got fined for watching people doing it. So that's Stoke Wood car park, STOKEWOOD, in Bicester, or Bicester I think it's called. That must be near that shopping outlet. Well, I haven't been there for ages. Been there a couple of times. Bicester Shopping Village. I like it there. A lot of rich people walking around there though. Yeah, and they're rude. My God, are they rude? The Oxford Mail reports the incident took place in May, meaning this bloke broke strict lockdown rules which banned gatherings of more than 2 people. Oh, so you can go and watch on your own. Can you go and watch on your own then? Why do you need other people in the car anyway? He was found guilty at Oxfordshire Magistrates Court of watching sexual activity in public, commonly known as dogging. Though dogging is not strictly illegal, anyone caught in the act or watching it take place can be charged under the Sexual Offences Act 2003. Offences Offences generally fall under laws relating to indecent exposure, gross indecency, or act of public lewdness. Why is this funny? Why am I laughing at this? Should this be funny? Oh dear. Lockdown has led to an uptick in dogging. According to dating website Datingroo, yeah, write that one down as well. DATINGROOO. According to dating website Datingroo, there has been an 85% increase in people searching for outdoor hookup spots over the last year. Last month, The Sun reported how horny couples were scoring at a dogging spot next to Watford Football FC. What's FC? Oh, football club. Watford Football Club's stadium in North London. There you go. Perhaps we could make this into a feature on the show. This week's outdoor dogging spot. Who could I give that job to? Does anyone want to be the dogging reporter? We're going to have a feature every morning. This week's recommended dogging spot. Perhaps show little videos as well. Does that work for you at all or not? Very strange and mysterious people, dear. My London. Here we are. Look at this. Oh, the Championship Club's Vicarage Road. Oh, that must be the football place, is it? Is that Watford? The Championship Club's Vicarage Road ground is popular online for those interested in public. And My London reports there are 31 popular dogging spots in South London which have been posted online. These include well-known landmarks such as the O2 Arena and Wimbledon Common, I know that one. The gays used to go over there, you know, Wimbledon Common. I just happened to be walking past one day on my bicycle. Dreadful things going on there. Anyway, £300. So be careful, boys and girls. If you're going to go, make sure there's no one else in that car with you, my loves, all right? So funny. And that's nothing to what I've seen, I tell you, in certain clubs. Right, come on. Shall we do this week's raffle for the fridge magnet gang? Oh, I'm going to peer into the chat box in a moment, just for a second, to see if the person claiming the winning has claimed this morning. Once again, gang, don't worry. If you're in the chat box, you haven't been there for a while, I don't look into the chat box now. It's too busy. So if you want to contact the show, please use the text-in number 07551 259 675. Or you can email me any comments you want included on the show to that email address there. And I try and keep an eye on those things while the show is going on. All right. Okay, let's do this week's raffle. I was thinking of getting one of those little... Have you seen those microphones? Gary's got one. My nephew's got one. And Martin's got one. And these little, they're like I've actually got a lapel microphone, but it's on a wire, you know. And I've found what happens sometimes. You forget they're on, and you're doing something, and then you get up, and the blooming thing rips out of the socket. It's not broken yet, but that could happen. They've got these little battery microphones, and they're kind of in. You can't even see them. Very good. And they seem to clip them in here, underneath there, and then they do that up. And I suppose your item of clothes would act as a windshield as well, I would assume. But they're quite good, aren't they? Have you seen those little things like that? Gary's got and then when you can move around and you hear everything. Trouble is, you know, when I move around and I do this and I do something there, my voice disappears completely, doesn't it? But it's a very good microphone. It's about 12 years old, that microphone. Look at that. All right, come on in. Let's do today's raffle. All the raffle tickets are here. Can you see them all there? There they are. All right. All in here. You've got blue ones and pink ones today. Blue ones and pink ones. There they all are. Let's move them around. You can see they're all in there. Blue ones and pink ones today, boys and girls. And someone is about to win the fridge magnets. So, let's see. Right, one moment, please. Blah, blah. La da 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 da. Are you ready? Let's just put that camera on there. There we are. Trying to do that. Okay. Let's do this. Here we go. Well, it's loud, isn't it? I am so pleased that number's come out. Who's 22 pink? Who's 22 pink? Anyone? 22 pink. Who's claiming? Right, let me just get my stamps out. I've put my stamps in here as well. We're going to do the super draw now. Oh, actually, no, I'll put those in there. I'll put those in there. 1 minute. We're now going to do the super draw. I'll include today's tickets in that. Let me just get my stamps out of here. Pink 22, come on, someone. Right. Oops. There you go. Right, we're about to do the super draw as well. That's going to happen. Anyone? Pink 22. Pink 22. Anyone? Not here? Okay, we put that to the side there, my loves. What are those two tickets? Oh, they're old ones there, aren't they? Blimey, look that one there. Okay, well done. Ha ha! There they are. It's Paul and Lou. Pink 22. Over a year they've been waiting to win something. They've never won the bingo, the raffle, or anything. Well, you've won today, you two. Pink 22, congratulations. I'm so pleased you've won. I cannot tell you the delight that I see picking your name out. Two people that have never been on here and pissed me off. Always behave themselves. Fantastic moderators. Don't use any sort of personal vendetta against anyone and then block them. They are fantastic, Paul and Lou. You really are fantastic. I'm so pleased you've won. So there you go. You've won a fridge magnet. There you go. Fridge magnet. Congratulations to Paul and Lou. Blooming excellent. Blooming excellent. If you could just email me your full postal address. I won't have your... I don't... Oh, where are we going? We're not going yet. Just email me your full postal address and that will be in the post for you this morning. All right? Well done. Well done to you. Absolutely well done to you. Incidentally, those of you that won smaller prizes on the bingo last night, 2 pens. Diane Jebb and Shania, they were already in the post this morning, okay? After the show last night, I took a little walk down to the... excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, dear. Just a second. Took a little walk down to the post box last night, and they're already in the post. Okay, just to let you know that. All right, so they're already in the post. The larger prizes don't go till this morning. So Amelia Dodd, and that will go this morning. One of those. And what else? Oh, and the Super Draw prize, which we're going to be doing in a moment or two. Well done. Well done, well done, well done. Over a year that's taken them to win something. Really pleased for you. Okay, so we're also doing today the monthly rollover. That's going to happen very shortly today after another couple of stories. All right. And they're panic buying again. We've got another 4-week lockdown starting. That's on Thursday, of course. Okay, 4-week lockdown starting on Thursday this week. Can't travel. Shops closed. Pubs. I've got to say, I feel incredibly sorry for my friends at Central Station. They were starting to do things this week. As you know, they asked me to do the karaoke. I declined because I didn't feel particularly safe in any enclosed space at all, whether that be a hall, a church, someone's house. I just don't feel safe going in any enclosed space other than my own house or my own caravan at the moment, really. So I declined that. I know some people feel that they're doing enough, but you know, it's just a thing. You know, you might have a little house of, I don't know, people, and someone comes in from, you're being safe, and then someone comes in from outside who's been with someone else or has been to that shop there. Do you know what I mean? And I just feel complete and totally unsafe going in any enclosed spaces at the moment with anyone else, to be honest. So I declined the job at Central Station. And they had arranged one of my friends to go and do it, as well as a bingo thing they were going to do, I think on Thursday or Sunday, one of the two, with another friend of mine, Victoria Sponge. And that's not even going to start. You know, that's not even going to start. So I do feel incredibly sad for my friends who were going to do that. But there you go. That's the way it is. So we've got another four-week lockdown starting on Thursday. I'm already seeing a couple of people, Mick's one of them actually, and Peter as well, who have asked to go back on the Sunday bingo, which is already done. Okay, so I've done that this morning, just before I started. So we'll probably get a few more people playing the bingo as well. But here we go again. For me, doesn't really affect me, except the fact that I now won't be able to go, unless I go earlier, I won't be able to go up to the caravan now for the month, you know. But that's just how it is. I accept that and carry on, really. But they're panic buying again, aren't they? I went for a walk yesterday, and I walked past Sainsbury's when I was posting off Colin Kay's Echo Dot that he won last week. And I walked past Sainsbury's, and there's a blooming great big queue outside there of people getting in. Car park rammed. I mean rammed. Queuing to get in this massive car park. And they're all doing the panic buying again. I spoke to my mate on the phone yesterday. He said he'd rung up and he was having trouble getting a delivery date again from maybe Sainsbury's. One of them. Waitrose, Sainsbury's, one of them. Was having trouble getting a delivery date, and the earliest they could do it would be Thursday. So that started again. You're having people getting trouble getting delivery dates if you have your shopping delivered. If you took my advice, which I gave you months ago now, about buying a little bit of extra food in and a little, you know, doing your shopping a little bit extra all the time. Did you do that? Because if you did, you'd be in a really good position now. That's what I did. Loads of stuff. Got loads of stuff. The only time I have to go down to a shop is for apples and bread. That's it. I've got loads of milk. My milk is soya milk, which is it's like a year's shelf life on that. You don't have to put it in the fridge or anything like that. Frozen vegetables, got loads of those. Frozen burgers, stuff that I'd made in the slow cooker. All in. I've got a freezer full of stuff, absolutely chock-a-block full of stuff. And now I don't have to go shopping, unless I want apples. And even then, I got some tins of fruit salad, you know, tins. I bought some tins, dirt cheap, Aldi or Lidl, one of the two. Bought those. But now they're all out there panic buying again. I sorted out my toilet rolls back in June. Got loads. Wet toilet wipe things, loads of those. Toothpaste, about 6 or 7 tubes of that. I told you, didn't I? Get a few extra bits in now. Of course, if you're with a family, say, for example, my nephew and his wife and my niece, although she's in Cyprus, there's not too much problem over there. But, you know, it's a bit more difficult when you've got like 5 people in the house, isn't it? You know, to feed. All that space you need for all this stuff. But I think they did the same as well. They started getting in little bits and extra bits and pieces. So you got a bit of a store ready, you know, for something like this, perhaps. I don't want to go into a shop now unless I absolutely have to. And if I do, it'll be like 20 to 10 at night, just before it closes. There's no one in there then anyway. But I'm in the Star this morning. Tesco's, Asda, Sainsbury's and Morrison's have all adjusted their delivery rules hours after Prime Minister Boris Johnson announced a second lockdown, and as images emerge of shelves stripped bare. They're doing it again. They're doing it again. Panic buying British people have stripped supermarket shelves across the country after Boris Johnson announced England is going back into lockdown. Now, no one said the supermarkets are closing. This is what I just don't get in it. Get, really. You know. And it can't be the fear of going into a shop because of the virus, which is what I have. They're told the shops will remain open. I just don't get it. Why are they going in there, stripping these shelves bare? Pasta, toilet rolls, bread and milk were among the goods that shoppers raced to get their hands on yesterday before the new restrictions come into place until December the 2nd. Customers also descended on DIY shops, IKEA, to stock up, while in Grimsby, up north, snaking queues were seen outside Primark. Why would you be panic buying in Primark? One shopper fumed, "They can get lost. I'm not standing around for that length of time." Another Tesco customer said they hadn't seen queues like it since March. It's crazy. Don't know what it was like where you were. The scenes are similar a few months ago when stockpiling Brits left supermarket shelves bare at the start of the first national lockdown. And it's not just shops seeing customers flock. Hairdressers have also seen last-minute surge in bookings. And again, hairdressers. I mean, really, are you going to get your hair cut now? Why? Because you won't be able to get it done for 4 weeks. So what's the blooming difference? It's going to go out of shape. Mine goes out of shape in 2 weeks. As you know, I bought one of those. It's time for another haircut now, as you can see. I got one of those things. Bzz, bzz, bzz. My nephew got one as well. And after a first few... I don't like really doing it, to be honest. Not really. Don't enjoy cutting my own hair. Oh, it's just a kerfuffle. It really is. I have to have an iPad there. And I have my phone on a tripod. And it starts there. Then I move it there. Then I move it there. Right, on the tripod. And I'm trying to watch it. And what I do is I FaceTime myself. Just to me. Okay, so only I can see it. People on Facebook can't. Sorry, Facebook. I Facebook myself. So if you're on Facebook, you can't see it because it's a private video to myself. And I watch it. Now, there's a bit of a delay. About 5 or 6 seconds. So you do that and then you kind of do it all, right, like that. And then you wait and you look and you see the bits that you've missed. It's a real blooming pain in the arse doing it, to be honest. I don't like doing it. However, I feel quite safe cutting my own hair. And you oil this little thing and you brush off the little bits of hair and it's all ready for next time. I must have saved myself 200 or 300 quid because I used to get it done every 2 weeks. I do miss the pampering. There was a lady in Wokingham used to cut my hair. I don't know what her name is. She's from... I can't remember now. She has like a Malaysian appearance, but I don't think she's from Malaysia. I can't remember now. Malay, a little bit darker than Filipinos. I can't remember where she's from now, but lovely lady, and she's so quiet and calm, and Used to cut my hair and a little massage on my head. She was really good. But I haven't been for months. I haven't had my hair cut in a hairdresser's since March. And what's the point of going now if you can't go for 4 weeks? It'll be out of place by then anyway. So might as well leave it. Unless you get yourself one of those. Presumably some ladies... I don't know how you cut your own hair, girls. That must be more difficult. It's easy with one of those. I say it's easy. It still takes me 10, 15 minutes to do it. But that's a lot less than it did at first. Oh, dear me. This lady who's got a boutique salon in Marylebone in central London. We've been very busy today and are fully booked tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday. You see, they're all getting their hair done. We've opened up every single slot and are completely booked up. Devastating news about another lockdown. I mean, how many of these businesses will survive? I really don't know. Terrible. In a move to reassure shoppers, this is in a Daily Star, and prevent a repeat of chaotic scenes seen in stores in the early stages of the pandemic, retail chiefs insisted supply chains are stronger than ever. Urging shoppers to be considerate, the British Retail Consortium said supply chains are stronger than ever before, and we do not anticipate any issues in the availability of food or other goods under the lockdown in England. So that's it. But they're queuing up outside Primark. I mean, it's... Christ, the queue's so long. Look at that queue. Look. Look at that queue. To get in Primark for clothes? Well, where are they all going to go out to then? You can't go out. Tesco's UK and Ireland CEO Jason Tarry stated, since the start of the pandemic, we have more than doubled the number of home delivery and click and collect slots to 1.5 million every week. This is to help anyone who's unable to shop in store, especially more vulnerable customers. So you should be able to order stuff online. It was difficult last time, wasn't it? Just couldn't really get anything, could we? Couldn't really get anything. But according to that, you can now have it delivered. Don't need to do that. Already done all my shopping. Done it over the last few months. You want to see? I had carrier bags full of baked beans. My nephew Gary got me some more carrier beans from the tin shop, dirt cheap. Very nice. Thank you very much. Thank you to Paul and Lou, who sends the address of the losers here. Thank you, Paul and Lou. I'm really pleased for you. Right, now, boys and girls, let's do our monthly rollover. Monthly rollover time. There you go. Lots more tickets in there. That's a whole month's worth of tickets. This is for water bottle. For water bottle. Okay? Water bottle. All right. So once again, let's mix these hundreds. There's hundreds of tickets in here. Hundreds and hundreds of tickets in here. Okay. Blah, blah. Ready? There we go, gang. Right, let's choose a drum roll. So one ticket here, gang. One ticket is 489. 489 is your ticket on the monthly rollover, and that is Matt Van. Matt Van is the winner there. Okay, so we'll put that over there. 489 is your winning ticket on that one, my darlings. There we are. And we'll put those in there. Well done, gang. There we are. 2 prizes today. Thanks very much for your 9 likes this morning. It's very kind of you. 9 likes. Gosh, we are getting excited today, aren't we? Good. Righty-ho, boys and girls. Let's do this week's raffle tickets. If you'd like a raffle ticket, please speak now, and I shall do raffle tickets. This is for next week's fridge magnet, and I'm just looking here, which leaves... Oh, hang on a minute, that's only one left. Is this the last one? This could be the last one. So I'm going to keep one for myself. Of course I am. I'll keep one for myself. There's one for Paul and Lou. One there. 1 minute. Let me have a look. This could well be the last one. Just a second. Oh, dear. Yeah, that's the last one. This is our last fridge magnet. I said to you there were 3, didn't I? One of those is mine. One for Paul and Lou. This is the last one. Last fridge magnet. And the draw for that will be... Let's see if we can make this more exciting. Because this is the last one left, we will draw this final fridge magnet ticket on the last day of lockdown, Wednesday the 2nd of December. Okay? So we're going to run this one for a month because it's the last one left. All right. Let me get my tickets ready. One fridge magnet left. Do 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 do. Okie doke, we'll run this right the way until the 2nd of December. Okay? And then we'll do the raffle. I think that's the last day of lockdown. If I got that wrong, whatever is the last day of lockdown. Okay? Rightio, let's do that. Where are we now? Jason Hughes. Here we go. Jason Hughes. Ticket number 54. Maureen. Ticket number 55. Jeff Burley. 56. Thank you, Jeff. Diane Jebb. 57. Paul Adamson, didn't get your bingo ticket. Did I send them? Hope I sent them, did I? I think I sent them. Hang on a minute, let me have a look. Who said that? Paul Adamson, 1 moment. Paul Adamson. You're not on the list, Paul. You must have won last week and fallen off the list. Possibly on the last game. I don't know when it was. Were you not there for one of the game of bingos last week at all, Paul? Did you miss a game? Because you probably won it. That's why you're not on the list. It just comes off automatically. If you want to go back on it, no problem at all. Just send us an email, okay? And ask to go back on that list. All right, my love? So where did we get to? Diane Jebb, 57. Where is she now? There she is. Nope. Diane Jebb, yep. Tony King, 58. John Aitken. Morning, John, 59. Michael Pullman, 60. There's Fran Green, head of likes on this channel. Morning, Fran. Number 61 for Fran. Daniel Holmes, 62. Mick Davenport, 63. Built in Scotland, 64. Denise Andrews, 65. Morning, Denise. Head of quacks on this channel. Denise Andrews. Gary Ross, 66. Ross Herndine, 67. George Bond, 68. Paul and Lou, 69. Is that everyone? I think that's everyone's raffle tickets. If I've missed anyone out, please speak now. We've got quite a few birthdays to do today because we've got 3 days worth of birthdays now. And then we'll play this morning's game of bingo. George writes, it's my pap birthday today. What's pap? Is that dad? Is it your dad? It's my dad's birthday today. His name is Peter. So happy birthday today to Peter, who is George's dad today. Oh, and every day probably. All right, happy birthday to George's dad there. It'll be a little bit difficult finding these birthdays now somehow. So just bear with me a moment or two. Right, today's birthdays. That's Monday the 2nd of November 2020. Steve Gorbett, who I worked with for some time in Earls Court. Long time ago, Steve. And he's 56 today. It's an absolute pleasure to work with that man. An absolute pleasure. Happy birthday to Steve Corbett today. Claire Gibson. Good morning, Claire. Happy birthday to you. Caroline Deeds. Happy birthday. Dalila Robin. Morning. Happy birthday. Thomas Peter Hallam. Morning, Tom. 29 today. Will Peters today is 37 years old. Yesterday, the 1st of November, was Eric Perrier's birthday. 42. Jamie Saunders. Morning, Jamie. Happy birthday for yesterday. Prem, who I work with at Central Station. Lovely. Lovely boy. Prem Wadher, 26 yesterday. Rosemary Cooper was 56 yesterday. Rose Regan was 35 yesterday. Jim Forgem. Hello, Jim. 37 yesterday. Mike Mendoza. You would have heard him on LBC, Talk Radio. He's got his own telly show now over on there's a community television station down south. It is Mike Mendoza, 72 years old today. Yesterday, happy birthday, Mike, for yesterday. Chris Plant, morning, Chris. It was his birthday yesterday, old Black Cap customer. Shaun Teasdale Murray, morning, Shaun, 39. Can't believe you're 39 there. Daniel Henry, it was his birthday on Halloween, 43 on Halloween. Rikki Peebles was 31 on Halloween. Mick Davenport was 53 on Halloween. Robert Ottewell Stafford was 31 on Halloween. Audrey Gray, 59 on Halloween. Jack James, hello Jack, 32 on Halloween. Dawn Breaks, 34 on Halloween. Kalim, 36 on Halloween. Logan, 32 on Halloween. Shelli, happy birthday for Saturday. And Kris DeVays was 54 years old on Halloween. So rather a lot of birthdays. Oh, it was your granddad, was it? It was your granddad's birthday, was it, George? Today. So happy birthday to your granddad. How lucky you are to have your family still alive like that. Happy birthday to all those people over the last 3 days. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Alrighty, okay gang, let's play our daily game of bingo. Bringing up the bingo board there for you. Same rules as always. I'll stop the game when I see someone's won. You then have a minute and a half to claim your prize. If you don't get in that minute and a half, for whatever reason at all, and we get on to the next number, then you've missed it. All right, here comes your first number, 7 and 3, 73. Oh, did we miss anyone out for a raffle ticket at all? Let's have a quick look there. Thank you, Fran, for looking after our likes this morning. Any other birthdays there at all? No other birthday. Sorry, tickets. Paul and Lou, I done your ticket, didn't I? Done everyone's ticket? Done everyone's ticket, yeah. Done everyone's ticket. Alrighty, let's go with these numbers. 7 and 3, 73. 7 and 5, 75. 3 and 4, 34. 3-0, blind 30. 5-0, blind 50. 6 and 4, 64. Yeah, Maureen's just texted in. She got the extra essential shopping in, the soya milk, beans and pasta, big queues outside and inside Lidl yesterday and today. Look at that. That's from Maureen in London, so there we are. Glad you took the advice, Maureen there, my love, all right. 6 and 4, 64. All on its own, number 1. 5 and 2, 52. All the ones, legs 11. All on its own, number 2. 2 and 8, 28. 8 and 3, 83. 2 and 5, 25. All on its own, number 5. 5 and 7, 57. 5 and 4, 54. 3 and 2, 32. 8 and 7, 87. 2 and 6, 26. 2 and 7, 27. 1 and 7, 17. 2 and 3, 23. 1 and 8, 18. 8 and 2, 82. 5 and 8, 58. 6 and 7, 67. 3 and 5, 35. 4 and 1, 41. 2 and 1, 21. Oh, the sun's come out. Oh, how lovely. All on its own, number 9. 7 and 8, 78. Unlucky for some. 1 and 3, 13. 3 and 9, 39. 5 and 3, 53. 4 and 9, 49. Top of the shop, blind 90. Is it your birthday today, Andy? Was you included in that little list, Andy? Did you send an email or anything? No. Okay. Is it your birthday today, Andy? Were you in that list of birthdays? I don't know. I don't know who Andy... see, the trouble is the YouTube names are not always the same as people's names, so I don't know if you're in that really at all. Anyway, 5 and 6, 56. Boris's Den, number 10. All the 5s, 55. All the 7s, 77. 2 and 9, 29. 20 blind 20. 8 and 4, 84. 70 blind 70. 6 and 3, 63. 1 and 4, 14. 7 and 4, 74. 7 and 1, 71. 3 and 7, 37. All the 4s, 44. Happy birthday to you. I don't know what's going on there. 6 and 9, 69. 4 and 7, 47. All the 3s, 33. 8 and 6, 86. 8 and 5, 85. 4 and 8, 48. 6-0 blind 60. 4 and 2, 42. All the 6s, clickety click, 66. 7 and 6, 76. 3 and 1, 31. 5 and 1, 51. 2 little ducks, 22, quack quack. All on its own, number 3. 1 and 2, 12. 1 and 5, 15. 5 and 9, the Brighton line. Woo, woo. 6 and 8, 68. 4 and 5, 45. 6 and 1, 61. All on its own, number 4. 1 and 9, 19. 4-0 blind 40. 4 and 3, 43. All on its own, 1 click. Number 6. 8 and 9, 89. 3 and 6, 36. 4 and 6, 46. 1 and 6, sweet 16. 6 and 2, 62. 2 untalented Gemma Collinses, 88. And 6 and 5, 65. We have a winner on 65. Let's bring up the clock. And you have 1 minute and 30 seconds to claim your prize. Actually, what we'll do, instead of the clock, we'll do a happy birthday to, is it Andy? Who's it now? Andy? Andy V's birthday today that we didn't know about. So we'll wish Andy a happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Andy. Happy birthday to you. There you are, young Andy. Happy birthday to you there, sir. Right, let's just bring up this clock again. 1 minute and 30 seconds. And there he is, Gary Butler, claiming bingo for the extra raffle ticket. Morning, Gary. I was just going to wish you a happy birthday then, Gary, but it's not your birthday, is it? It's Andy's birthday. Here's the winning numbers. 5, 17, 20, 25, 37, 48, 49, 52, 59. Last number 65, 69, 70, 73, 82 and 89. Well done to Gary Butler. Ticket number 70. After Paul and Lou. Oh, excuse me. Ticket number 70. After Paul and Lou. Okay, there you go. Congratulations to Mr. Gary Butler for winning the ticket today. Right, now I've got the Boiler Man coming round tomorrow morning, boys and girls. So it won't be a show tomorrow morning. The next show will be the quiz show, which is tomorrow night, live on this channel at 8 o'clock. I haven't even done it yet. I haven't done the quiz yet. It's not sorted. The music round's sorted, but it's not all on the system. I haven't done the questions or anything yet, so busy today. Got to do that today. Quiz tomorrow at 8 o'clock. That's our next show from me. Have a nice day. Thanks so much for watching and listening to the show. All parcels in the post for you in approximately 45 minutes' time. Cheerio.